Hello everyone and welcome to New Tech Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'd like to show you audio panning in TriCaster. When working with audio, the TriCaster has many helpful tools to help you make your show sound very nice. And one of these tools is panning, taking an audio signal and moving it from, say, left, right, center, etc. Now this can be very helpful when dealing with many audio sources and preventing them from rubbing together, or simply taking a mono source and turning it to stereo, etc. A simple but effective tool, so insert catchphrase here. Let me show you how it's done, son! Alright, here we are in the TriCaster 2 Elite interface. And you'll see on my inputs here, I have a couple of different input sources coming in with some audio on it. And let's take a look at it. So I have my VU meters on my particular inputs coming into the system, just so I can see the audio coming into it. And that'll echo what I have down here in my audio mixer. So let's take a look at some of these. So let's say DDR number 2, if we take a look at that, I have this gentleman's audio coming through, and it looks like I have two different levels bouncing there in unison, which means that his one signal is coming in both left and right. So if we were listening to his voice on headphones, it'd be coming in both of the headphones. But if we look over on the DDR3, well, looks like her audio only has one of those little spikes, which means if we were listening to only her audio, we'd only be able to hear her voice coming out of the right speaker. So let's go ahead and find out how we can change that. I have to show this to you visually today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all of the other sources coming into my system that are bringing in audio. All right, so if we take a look down here on DDR3 on the audio mixer, we'll see the same thing. We only have one channel coming in, and it's coming in on the right side. All right, so again, if you're listening to this in headphones, her voice would only be coming out of the right speaker, so let's go ahead and adjust that. So I'm going to open up the settings for DDR3 by clicking on the gear icon above it, and you can do this for every input. Now you'll see right here in my input settings, I have 8 channels to work with, but I only have 2 channels coming into the system right now. So typically, whenever you're bringing in 8 channels, you're doing a whole bunch of other things with it. So those are just going to come in mono. But with your stereo signals coming in left and right, well, we need to fix that to where we can have just the audio coming out of both. So right now, if we look down on the master output, again, that's what we're going to be hearing is just coming out of the right. So we need to have another blue bar over here on the left. So the easiest way to do that is with panning. Okay. So we can go over here on the panning feature. You'll see that I have a pan for the first channel, which is a left channel, hence why it's panned all the way to the left, and the right channel, which is currently panned all the way to the right. So what I want to do now is let's bring that center. So all I have to do is just grab this one here and use my mouse, and I'll just click it and start dragging it over till I'm about at 0. Bam, there we go, dead center. So the audio coming into the system will still look the way it does. So for example, down here in the VU meters, it's just to let you know that's how it's coming in. However, since I've isolated this signal going out of my master, check it out. Now master is all the way stereo. So now both of those are coming in. So it sounds like I have 2 signals coming in, but I really just have one because it's just mono. Okay, now if I pan it all the way over here to the left, again, you'll see now that that bar has moved over to the left side, and back to the right would do the same thing, etc. We want to leave that dead center, and now we have fixed our host's audio. Hooray! Okay, cool. Now, this is just one particular example of working with audio. You can do this for all of the different inputs and stack them accordingly, because like panning becomes really useful when dealing with, say, a lot of speakers or instruments for a band, for example, to make the sound bigger and more spread out, or creating a depth via audio. So even something small like just turning the signal a little off-center and another audio source another way can give you some really interesting results. So for example, if you have like 3 people on stage, you can pan one of those speakers' audio all the way to the left, and then you can have your center speaker right in the middle, and then you can have your last speaker all the way over to the right to give you some kind of subtle audio depth to make it feel like your audience is sitting right there in the room with you. So there's a ton of different applications for this, but again, I highly recommend diving into it, playing around with it, and of course, have some fun. There you have it, another helpful tool in TriCaster to make your show sound awesome. Now, for more tutorial videos like this one, subscribe to the NewTek YouTube channel at youtube.com/NewTekInc. For formal NewTek product training, check out NewTek University at newtek.com/NewTek-U. And for more information about NewTek products and services, contact your local reseller or visit our website, newtek.com. Or you can even sign up for a free online NewTek product demonstration at newtek.com/demo. And as always, if you're posting your work with NewTek gear on social media, tag us using the hashtags NewTek, TriCaster, or the replay. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of NewTek Tuesday Tutorial.